Excuse me, good morning. I have a frog in my throat. How are y'all? It's been a hot minute since I've been on YouTube. I have been painting paintings for an art reception, and you know, holidays and whatnot kind of revolve just family and preparing for them. So today I thought I'd start back up with a cute small little project. Yes, I have, okay, cat scratch because I don't know. He was just being weird. And my age spots. Look at that. I am 54, almost 55, and I mean, dude, that's a lot. Anyway, who cares about my hands? I really don't care about my hands. So I have been making, well, I made these yesterday because I've been painting so much. My brain is a little fried. So I thought I would do a small little craft project yesterday that was just super chill and relaxing. So I took out these little tags. I think they're like what is the dimension of those tags? It's these tags. So 2 3/4 by 1 1/3-ish. Got those at Hobby Lobby. Probably on sale. All of these little fussy cuts, I believe, are from some of my Nanda scraps. Her shop is the Apple of His Eye Nanda. And then I used the typewriter that Daniel gave me as a gift for Christmas. Daniel is our youngest son, and I was the name that he drew last year for gift giving. We only do one gift per person. So yesterday I was kind of recovering. I've been recovering for the last 2 days. Painting takes a lot of thinking from my brain, and I've been working on my website that a good friend of mine started for me, and I'll let y'all know when that's done. So computer work also takes a lot of brain power from me. So yeah, so these two are from Happy Marigold. I don't know if you are familiar with Tiffany, but I'm going to use these today. She's really, she specializes in scripture cards. And so I just cut out the image, and you can even, fussy cut the word if you don't want to use a typewriter, or if you don't have one, or your computer. I have this, but I may also use some of Tiffany's words as well to put on these little tags. So I've already fussy cut, so it won't take too long. And if you've never fussy cut before, which I'm sure you have, you just cut around the image as close as you can. I kind of inked these right here, but I didn't on this one. So you can kind of tell the difference. So let's make our little watercolor. I'm using, oops, what was that? Let's get that little guy out of there. I am using a Prima Marketing palette called the Woodlands. I found that at Hobby Lobby, but you can probably get them on Amazon or some other place. So all I'm gonna do, and I don't know what color, I think I want to use this kind of, it's called Foxberry. I'm gonna use Foxberry, and I just kind of let it start off strong. I'm sure you've seen many a people demonstrate this. This is not a new technique, making these little swatches. You can always do that too. So that's so easy. To me, this is just kind of a quiet, mindless task that doesn't need a whole lot of thought power. And it's very relaxing. The repetitive motion is relaxing to me. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to close this up, and I'm going to take this right here and move these down here. Are y'all in? You are in. And what I added, like on these, like this one, this is that double gauze that people make like receiving blankets and whatnot out of. It's at Hobby Lobby, and it's 2-ply. It's not a 3-ply double gauze. And you can see the stitching. It's just loosely stitched together to make the 2-ply. And I just ripped that apart. And that way it is, it gets frayed and it doesn't distort as much as cheesecloth does. And then this one was just some fabric that has some little, almost like Swiss dots right there, that I found at Joann's. And when I get fabric like this that's for projects, I get the least amount. So either 1/4 of a yard, sometimes even 1/8 of a yard, depending on the price, because I don't necessarily need to have a whole yard of fabric. And then once it's gone, I can pick something else. So let us figure out what we want to do. I also have like these little bits. These are vintage fabrics that I get from, I believe it's Tiny Home Treasures on Instagram. And she also has a Etsy shop, Tiny Home Treasures. And then this I get from, excuse me, this I get from, if you're in the area, it's at Funky Monkey, and there is a woman who makes this. The last time I went, she was super low, which makes me think maybe she's not making it anymore. I told the shop owner to beg her to make some, and then I'd buy it from her. I even gave her the colors that I wanted, but I don't think that ever panned out, so that's okay. So I also have this. This is really pretty. It has these little pin tucks and then this pretty lace. So I think I'm going to use some of this today, maybe to put right there. Where's my, here we go. So let's get started. I've been yakking. So down here in Texas, we've had our version of winter, and it lasted, oh, I don't know, a week. Then we're back up into the 60s, maybe hitting 70 degrees, and it's just been wonderful. We've had some good rain. We had a nice cold snap. That was pretty, it was a decent cold snap for here, but it's gone. So now we're all back outside and doing life. Just gonna cut this right along here. These are those Tim Holtz tonic scissors that I really like. I also have a bigger one. I think that looks cute. Looking at that, I think I'm going to put this little pinky right here, just like that. And so you can glue, you can use, oh, for heaven's sakes, I'm so sorry. I am the worst. I am a klutz. You can ask my husband. I use this glue, or if you don't mind staples, I use a tiny attacher, but sometimes I'll just dot a piece of just like a little bit of glue on here for a short little craft. I'm just talking too much. Okay, here we go. Come along, little doggy. I also use, yes, that was my arm, my little hooky-doo. This, I don't have a Cricut, but I have one of these tools, and it is good for everything, like pulling stuck glue out of your bottle. Okay, I think we're good now. So last spring we had a bunch of hail, and I mean big hail for us, and we don't typically get hail. So it was, I can't remember the last time we had hail, probably 20 years or so. And so we were eligible to get a roof, which we did, and I am finally, my little cafe lights are back up. We chose to upgrade our drip edge to a bigger drip edge, and then we replaced all the fascia because a lot of it was rotted, and then we had some rot on a soffit corner. And the roofer who fixed that, the contractor, did such a good job. It's all feathered in. I mean, you wouldn't even know. And so I'm super happy about that. And so it's finished. It's finally finished. Oh, I have some of this lace. We can do some of this. That's pretty. I think this is, well, I'm not going to say that. I don't know if this is French lace or not. But we could put that. Let's see. I don't know which one I want. That or that. I think that looks better there. This green is probably not the greatest color. I probably should have put the pink on there. I wonder if I can do that. Let's try. Sure, why not? We can do that. Yeah. Oh, and it still has enough glue. There we go. Okay, so see how you can just change your mind? But this little fella doesn't really show, so maybe we want it off to the side. And then put this little baby on. Yeah, let's do it. So some of y'all are probably in the depths of winter, and I'm not sure how y'all cope. I would not cope well. I would probably have that seasonal affectiveness disorder, whatever it's called, when you're just craving light and sun and you can't get it because it's the winter. This is kind of chunky. I don't want anything that chunky. You know, you could also do a little stamp. These were made on a ribbon. Isn't that cute? They made them into a ribbon. And I want to say, I can't remember what shop this is from. It was from Etsy. Let's do that. Why not? Oh, that's kind of cute. Let's do that. It was from a shop on Etsy, and it might have been Souvenir de la France, but I am not positive. I would have to go look. All right. Now, if you want to do words, if you used this from the Happy Marigold, she uses a lot of hymns and scripture, which I like. So I'm going to use Bind My Wandering Heart to Thee and just cut it down. There. You don't have to put scripture on it either, so it's just whatever you'd like to do. You could put other words, you could leave them blank, you could put, if you have like a date stamp, you could put the date on there. I actually have a date stamp. I should probably try that. Why don't we try that? So all of this and this is Happy Marigold, and her prices are reasonable. She has Tiffany. I really like, I've liked Tiffany's work for a super long time. So this is my Superior red top dates that I found at an antique store. And it's missing some things, but I don't really mind. Let's get this down here. Go. Oop, nope. And then for whatever reason, I always use my little 1948 stamp because it just looks cute. So if you have a little date stamp, you can do that. I think this is cute. You can put something here, like, you know, a ribbon. If you have a button, you can put a little, you could even sew the button on. That would be super adorable. What else? If you have like fancier trim, you could put that on. I do have some fancy trim. Let's see. Let's do this one. So what words do we want? Let's see what we can fit on here. I don't know. Might be a lot. Might have to change our mind. We have had sun since Sunday. Today's Thursday. After a long bout of rain and clouds, and so it feels nice to have everything dry out. I think we're expecting some rain this weekend, which is good for El Nino. An El Nino year for us is good. We've been in such drought. I don't know why I always talk about the weather. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, a cheerful heart. You can cover it up a little bit if you want. And for whatever reason, I always sound like I have a frog in my throat, and I'm not sure why. There, that looks kind of cute. And if we want, we can, well, that's green. That's not going to look good. It's just some brown. That might look nice down there. Yeah, so let's put this on. I also have tweezers. These are just, you know, tweezers. And that helps sometimes too. Oops. I'm going to sew today. When our boys our youngest three first came home from Uganda, I used to sew dresses when they were little, because they were at home and not in school yet. I sewed dresses for the girls at the home, and I don't know if I like that or not. Maybe I like it better if it's kind of stuck up. And then after they got to be school age, our life just got busy with school activities and sports and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't have time to sew, and I dragged out my box of fabric the other day and cut out some dresses, and I'm really excited about it. The U.S. director, there's a U.S. director and a Ugandan manager. So the director said they needed 2T, 3T, and 4T dresses, so that's what I'm going to make. And I'm kind of excited about it. I already had the fabric, and so I'm going to sew 4 2Ts, hopefully today and tomorrow, and then I'll cut out the 3Ts and then the 4Ts. This pretty brown velvet is from, I think it's French Vintage Trims or Vintage French Trims on Etsy. And I kind of want a little piece of white linen, like right here, to go on the top. This was from a Eurosham. I don't know why people give weird things to the Art League, but we got bags and bags, full bags, like contractor bags with bedding. Yeah, bedding for the Art League. I have no idea why, but we all went through it, and I obviously needed some Euroshams. Isn't that cute? And then you can put these in your journal. So let's do this one. How about we not put any words on this one and just maybe put some more trim. I have some eyelet over here that might be kind of cute. Let me put this pin back in here. There we go. I wonder what this would look like hanging down. Oh, that's cute. Let's do that. So about right there. Oops. So I'm going to attempt to link my YouTube to my website today and load pictures of sold paintings today, but I need to sew first. It has a little snot bubble. And then we'll be done. Come on. Okay, that's plenty. We can do that. And then let's do another 1948 stamp. Right there. There you go. I think I'm going to leave this blank and this blank just for difference. So that's just an old US stamp with the Happy Marigold, some vintage lace with a Happy Marigold fussy cut and her words. And then I think this flower was from Amity Bloom, and it just came from a scrap. And this is from my typewriter. So just have fun. You don't have to have words. It can be just vintage things. You can have scripture. It doesn't have to have scripture. It could just have, you know, other words that you want on there that may not be scripture. So I hope y'all have a really good day, and I hope you have some sunshine where you are, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.